Hello, you, my favorite guys from YouTube and everybody else. This is Jay, and I'm calling from the Real Jay Burnham Show. I'm just flubbing that up all over today. I apologize, guys. I don't know what's going on. Maybe because it's Monday here. So anyway, guys, I wanted a lot of people have been asking me about doing Craigslist ads, so I thought I'd go over all my Craigslist ads. So I have already got a Craigslist ad. I've already renewed it. You'll see a couple other in how I do it otherwise, but I just want to go over my ad. All right, so that we have, since my ad's up, I just want to kind of go over couple of things. You'll notice here it says about 9:52. I really like doing my ads right around 9 o'clock. I find that doing ads around 9 o'clock is the best time to post ads. And I know that some of you might be in some bigger cities where it's got a million or so people in it, and doing Craigslist ads seems to be hard for you. And I understand. I feel that even though I'm not in a city as large as you, I'm in only a city of quarter of a million people. So I mean, we still have a little bit of that same problem. I found that you got to test when you get the most amount of calls. And I have found like right around 9 o'clock on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays is the best time to post your ads. Now you can live on Craigslist on the internet and post every day on your Craigslist ad just to make sure you're always up on top. I find that that's not a very productive time way to spend your time, so I wouldn't do it. What I would do is, for you guys who are in the bigger city, I would maybe post at 9 o'clock, and then if you got more accounts, then you would post maybe another hour later or something like 9, and then one at 10, and then maybe at 11. After 11 o'clock, I wouldn't post anymore. I would really cut it off there, just because after that, most people are into the working and they're not going to be paying attention to Craigslist. So 9, 10 o'clock's your sweet spot, is what I find. So that's when you really want to post your ads on Craigslist, and that's what I would concentrate on. Another time you might want to concentrate your ads, which I found is a moderate form of success, is from like 4 to 6 time periods. So between during the day, it's really not profitable to be on Craigslist anyway. Don't worry about posting so much, but post in the key times, which is like 9 and 10 in the mornings, like Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. Thursdays are okay. Fridays are horrible. People are getting ready to go to the lake or wherever they're going to go for the weekend. So they're not going to be looking at Craigslist. Saturday's not great either. Sunday, sometimes if you're open on Sundays, I don't particularly answer the phone on Sundays. That's my one day that I take. But we do moves on that day, but I don't take calls. I just refuse to do so. But anyway, you just gotta figure out the sweet sign. I have found between 9 and 10 o'clock is kind of the sweet spot. Well, at probably 8:30 to 10 o'clock. Again, what I would do is I would post at 9, maybe 9:30, and then again at 10. And after that, I probably wouldn't post again until probably like 4:30, 5 o'clock, 5:30, maybe 6. And once that's done, you got to really strategize. Is that even a word? I just coined a word, guys. Let's hashtag strategize. Hashtag strategize. But just concentrate when your customers. Just think of what your customers. Most of your customers are working. They're not going to be on Craigslist at noon or 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock, or they're going to be working. So don't be posting during those work times. And don't worry about having to be on top of Craigslist during those times. That's a waste of time. All right. So that's what I do. But let's go over my ad. My ads are very, very simple, and it's the same formula through all my ads. I have this great headline, which I have found, and I've tested all sorts of headlines. I've tested headlines with prices in the headlines, prices without not in the headlines. I've tested cheap movers and this is what I have found that works. Licensed and insured movers at an affordable rate, and I have asterisks in it on each side of it. It is all capitalized because most of the guys, they don't use all capital letters, and that's what I have found. So that way my ad stands out to that degree. You're going to have to figure out what stands out. Again, test your headlines, test everything, but this is what I have found to work for me. Also, I got a call to action. I got click now or call now. Um, Technically speaking, I should only have one one call to action, and that's either call now or click now. You shouldn't have two calls to action. But then in my ad, I usually take screenshots of my testimonials, people who have said great things. Because testimonial, pictures of your truck, pictures of your crew, that's good. It's not bad. But what really resonates with your customers is what other people have said about your moving company. So I have found that when I get a review on Facebook or somewhere, I take a screenshot of that testimonial, and then I use that as my photos for the photos when you get thing. And I found one or two photos is all you really need. You don't need to put 10, 20 photos. I know some people do that. If you're selling something, I could see you want to get a lot of photos, but for your service, you only need one or two. And then a good quality, decently, very, very to the point kind of ad. I know it's not winter anymore, but I have here winters here. I should have edited this, but for hey, spring is here, and there are no better movers to call than you say moving and storage. Call us at 800 blah 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 blah, and then so on. And it's real simple. You don't have to get into a huge thing. And then make sure you send them to your website. If you have a website, send them to your website. If you don't have a website, send them to your Facebook page. You should have at least a Facebook page. A Facebook page is free. You can put up a Facebook page, but send them to outside of Craigslist. You want to take them off of Craigslist and someplace that's actually going to sell your services. All right, so let's continue on here. We just posted my ads there. We'll log out. We'll go to the last one. And and another thing about Craigslist, technically the rules say you're only supposed to post one time per day per Craigslist account. However, they actually do allow you to post 3 different times on the same account for each 24-hour period. So I try not to go past those rules. Like they allow you three. I only post two, and I use one of the postings for one city, which this one's Ann Arbor, and then I post another one for Flint, and I just renew them. If I have to write an if I have to write a have to do a new ad, I just go down here to the repost. I just repost this one, edit as I need to edit. Maybe I need to put another photo in it or so on and so forth like that. Okay, and that's all I do is I just go and I just renew my ads. I don't go through and write a bunch of ads. I just repost the ones that have already have had that were successful, and I just don't get involved in really writing new ads every single time, every single day. Just use what works. Once you found an ad that works, continue using it. Once you find that it's not working as much, maybe tweak it. Maybe tweak the headline. Start with the headline. If that's not in doing anything to increase calls, go back to the old headline and then tweak something else. Maybe tweak a photo or tweak a little bit of the copy inside the ad. But just make tweaks. And then find what gets the stats, the phones to start ringing more. And that is an effective strategy in how to use Craigslist. So a lot of you guys have been asking me more. So this is what I do. You can see here I've got 3 different accounts on this particular what is it? Search engine operator there. I'm using Firefox. If I go to my Explorer or my Chrome, I've got other accounts that I have set up on that. That way I'm using different operation systems when I do it. Doesn't give me a different IP, but it just I feel just makes it so that I leave a different footprint so that Craigslist doesn't think I'm spamming. You really don't want to do that because if you continue spamming and you're posting over and over and over, is what's happening is that does in Craigslist algorithm they see that, and that's what's going to get your ads flagged. Because right now people can't flag ads anymore. If you go into let's go into the labor moving, there is no, you can't see that my ads already popped up. But let's go on this one here. It says moving, call us. Okay. Here it says prohibited, flag as prohibited. You can flag that, and what that will do is it will hide it. No longer does your ads get flagged, but when it does get tagged in your thing, you just won't see it in your screen anymore. Um, So you just got to realize that it's not going to show up in your screen, but it will show up on everybody else's. So the only people who are going to flag your ads are Craigslist, and Craigslist keeps track of what you're posting, how you're posting it, and so on and so forth. Um, so just keep using. Another trick you want to use with Craigslist, the ads that have been approved by Craigslist have been used by Craigslist and they've already approved them. You can go back and edit them, and those will be safe. And you can repost them, you can renew them, the whole works. And those ones will be safe unless you do something really, really extraordinary to your ad. They will be safe, so they won't get flagged. Whereas if you do something funky with a new ad, they could flag it. But the only people flagging ads now really is Craigslist, and that's only if you're violating their terms of service. All right. So I suggest don't really push your luck with them. Keep it down for, different accounts when you set up an account. I showed you how to do that in the other video, which will be in the description. But that's how I use Craigslist. And I just wanted to make this video for you, show you what I do. Again, I found the best times to post are Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays from 8:30 to 10 o'clock. Um, Sundays are okay. I don't do it personally. Sunday's my day off. I only post really times a day, 4 times a week, and that's Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesday, and then Thursdays, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I really don't do much because I don't get many calls. If you're in a high traffic Craigslist area, uh, I really wouldn't live on it. I would only do it during the peak times when people are going to be home or going to be able to, that are actually going to be looking on the computers. And like I said, during work time, they're going to be working. They're not going to be worried about what's on Craigslist. Okay. Yes, you might miss a call or two because it's scrolled through, but quite honestly, Craigslist should not be your only way of collecting or generating leads. I really would recommend doing Facebook leads. That's very highly effective. Or if you can afford it, turn on Google AdWords as well. Between Google AdWords, Facebook ads, and your Craigslist, you guys will have just it's the trifecta. And then you add in postcards, bada bing, bada boom, baby, you're rocking and rolling in the dough, right? All right, guys, just thought I'd share that with you because there's been a few people that have asked. I've literally had 2 or 3 people asking about this. So we've been about 12 minutes now, so I'm not going to keep you any longer. Thank you so much for coming to my show. I really do appreciate each of you coming and watching. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Yay! And make sure you share this with all your family and friends. And of course, please, um, yeah, right over here will be yesterday's video, and down right over here will be a subscribe, a little circle thing. Hit subscribe and subscribe to my channel, guys. Thank you so much. God bless. Have a very great day.